Are you building in Ghana? You can't find trustworthy people to build it for you? Tilly E Honest Pro Artisans will build it for you. Are you looking for masons, carpenters, tilers, plumbers, walk-in closet builders, kitchen cabinet, CCTV, civil engineers, architects? Look no further. Tilly E Honest Pro will build your dream house for you.
Good morning. You teach your BBR, Yaminko BBR. From Inketuaso, Kusi Akesiaso, Yamincho BBR. We are tropical cables. Made in Ghana. Tropical cables. We know who you Sua, my brother, my sister. And ya dear was an aquato cable for there. We are fire resistance. Into friend fireproof. Fire resistance. Nature says in case simple say electrical fault na say de eja na so bibi mu na nka hyew fia acquire fire resistance intino as our socket and our gadgets bi krampo anya ade ebetumi asoja mpo ahye no. Nature say you stay safe. We know ya tete so.
That was about my next question was for the start, how many people were you going to employ and all that? But it looks as if you got to go there. What about the laborers that, those high schools, the architect and all that? But are you, for the start, are you bringing in more people?
Yes. So if you look at for our construction program, what we do is that, yes, we have. So I have so what I did initially was that I contacted a friend that worked at Obuasi Sectech, right? When I started working on this project. So my intention was that I tried to use the local masons, right, to do most of the work, but it's so difficult because what I'm dealing with here, we have a lot of building science, like a lot of science in what we do, right? So if I'm trying to explain the concept to somebody, just a local mason down there, is very difficult.
It's different. It's different.
Right?
Yeah.
So you tell them that, okay, we need ½ inch here, we need ½ inch there, we need this. They will say, no. In Ghana, this is how we do it. Right? So it cost me a lot of money to break walls down, to do this, because you tell them do it this way, and they'll do it differently. They'll do it differently.
So that means you have to bring it down again and start over.
Because
you have to be there.
Exactly.
So this means you have to bring people in, teach them to follow whatever you want them to do.
Yeah, but what I started thinking was that I said, okay, let me think outside the box. So I then decided to look into the young ones that are already in school, right? So then I talked to a friend that was a teacher in Obuasi Sectech. So we formed like a WhatsApp group where I started recruiting these young guys that are already in school. And I realized that it was pretty easy to explain a concept to them, right? Pretty easy, because then they can understand what I mean. Right? Because even if they are laying a block and I tell them that the mortar you put under the block shouldn't be more than ½ inch, right? The mason will put almost like 3 or 4 inches thickness of mortar, right? That is so much waste. Right? If you look at the waste of materials in our construction system, that's why it's so expensive just to put up a 1-bedroom house, because the waste alone can build something else, right? So I tried to then streamline. So with the people that were coming from, I saw that they were coming from educational background, it was a little bit easier to talk to them, to explain to them, for them to get what I was trying to achieve, right? Because I didn't always want to be down there to get a project going. But most of the things they are doing are very primary. But the main, like the main stuff, I have to be down there to get it going, right?
All right, so the next question is, for the start, are you going to finance it or is it going to be cash?
What do you mean by cash and finance?
No, I mean, so finance, I mean, you will let them, like here, you pay, they pay maybe down payment and start financing. So that means you have to take the hit, or are you working with the bank that are going to do the finance part, or is it going to be, hey, cash and carry, this is my money, maybe you pay in two parts? Or
so we have an open system. So the open system is that if the person has the money and want to do it, right?
Okay.
It's we can build for the person, right? And then we also have the finance system where you don't have the money, but we look at your projects, right? If your project can yield enough money, because if you tell us that you have a project that makes very good money, you don't just tell us. We bring our people there. I have somebody that does numbers. So he did actuarial science in UCC. So what he does is that he understands numbers very well. So if you tell us about your project, I bring him there. He comes to stay with you. Then he takes data of how much customers you get. Oh, sweetie. He takes data of how much.
Leave it alone.
Sweetie, can I speak, please? So he takes data of like how much customers you get in a day, how much sales you make in a day, so that we can understand that if we are investing, say, 100,000 in your project to just get a facility for you, get everything you need, so you can get your business going, how much are we going to see coming in the account by day, right? So these are things we do. Before, if we have to 100% finance it, then we finance it, right? Then we also.
I was talking of. Oh, go ahead. Finish it.
We also look at where, let's say, we see that you are very vibrant. You have the capital, so we can do a 50%. Then the 50% will be through like a long-term payment, right? But in terms of partnership, we'll always be with you till whenever you think you don't need us, because for the building, we have to maintain it. We have to get a system maintaining or getting the facility active all the time. Not only the building, because we do included with landscaping, right? So the landscaping is like trying to get the environment so beautiful, like we have plants, flowers, so it's kind of a complete package that we kind of do. So we have to be part of the system to always make sure that the system is working every day, right? Your building is really working all the time.
So what about residential? Yes. Is it going to be the same way, whereby you're going to finance it, or you're going to be? I know if I have my cash, yes, you can do it for me. That's fine.
For residential, we can work with a bank, because for that, some people are working, and you have to be somebody working, so we know that you have an income coming in. We can still get the loan from the bank to build it for you, but the loan will be collected in your name based on how much you make per month, right? So it's kind of like a mortgage system. So we get the money, we build a house for you, then you are paying it to the bank, right? That is for residential. But that we have to know that you have say you have a job that you're doing that you get paid every month.
I mean, that's going to be verified, those things first before.
Yes, exactly.
So now let's talk about maintenance, right? You're coming in with something that's going to be quite new a little bit, to the system. How are people going to know how is the maintenance going to be? Is it?
The buildings are very durable. Like every living building, right? When you finish any house, any building, either cement, clay, or any building, no matter which material you use, because most of our materials are engineered, right? You have over 50 years lifespan, over 50 years, right? Before you say that, okay, the building is going to be weak enough, because even in the advanced country, they still renovate their buildings, right?
Consistently.
Yes, exactly. And like for the interior, if you are somebody that lives and you are clean, your house will always be clean, right? It's not like the material we are going to use are just whack material. So you see,
that's what I wanted to know. I wanted to know that it's just like a normal house. It's not like
house. Very
maintenance is going to be different. Just okay, all right. Yes, that's good. That's good.
You don't need to be maintaining like say every year. No. Even with the outside walls, you don't even need to paint them, because we'll be using the big bricks, and then the interior will be a different form of material, right? To make the walls as thick as possible, right?
Okay. So Now let's talk about when should we expect this? I know it's something you don't want to go there, but I just want to push a little bit and say, hey, when should we start expecting this?
Okay. So let me also talk about our renovation program. So we also have we call it urbanization, right? Mm-hmm. So urbanization is one of our projects that will be undertaken in smaller communities. So, for instance, let's say we come to a community where it's like most of the buildings are pretty local. So if I say local, you understand, clay and those kind of stuff. So we have a renovation program where we can also we can redesign your house, right, and finish it with advanced kitchen, bathroom, and then, even if the roof is really not really good, we still advance. If it's a clay building, we use our prepared, like locally made prepared clay materials, where we have clean sand, clay. We've processed them ourselves, right? So we use it to finish the walls. We plaster it to the walls will be as smooth as finishing with a cement, like cement, right? But it's clay, right? Then we can also waterproof the walls so that when it rains and the rain is just falling on the walls, it doesn't look like the wall is coming down, right? And then the interior too, we also advance it, make it look pretty advanced with kitchen, bathroom into it. If you don't have those there. However, without saying that, we also have this sanitation program where it's like, if you go to a small community where some people don't even have toilets in their houses, right? So we dig in one central station where we can connect all our sewage.
Like a storage, yes. Like the way we do here, okay.
Exactly, so that it's just one station. So if you want a toilet in your house, we'll just connect the pipe from where our line is into your house, and then we connect it for you. So you don't need to dig a manhole or whatever they call it there. All you do is that you pay the premium that, like we give you a cost to say this is how much it will cost you to get a toilet into your house. So we come, renovate the place, put in an advanced shower system for you, where you can also use water closet without going to dig your own manhole, right? So that's one of our renovation projects. We want to advance on the old existing buildings into a modern house.
Modified, okay.
Yes.
So I think that would be a great thing.
Oh yes.
I think that is going to catch fire because I think a lot of people want to improve.
Yes. Yeah, we don't have to break them away. Why should we break them? We have to on them, right?
Yes.
We are advancing. Like I told you, like if you look at most of our local buildings, they've been there 100 years, right? The only thing we need is how we can bring in this modern technology to advance it. Get nice roofing, insulate the roof so that if the sun is hot, you don't feel it inside, right? After our buildings start growing up in Ghana, I don't say no will be more than not me saying it, but you hear it, you hear that.
Yeah, I think it looked very promising when you're saying it. So, like you said, if it start, coming up, and I think it's gonna catch fire. Yes. All right. So let me ask this also. Like right now, I know you spend most of your time in Ghana and all that. Heading positions about some few jobs coming in and all that. And you came here, you came to start all over, start learning and be in the field that you want to be. This program is all about shifting our paradigm.
Yes.
And where do you have for the youth, the young ones that are back home struggling to do something? Because it looks as if you have advanced and, stay focused on trying to do what you want to do. I know people that have gone out of Ghana and not everyone is doing well, so it looks as if you've been doing well for yourself. What word do you have for these people that are struggling? It's not like maybe they want to even get out of the country, but even within what word do you have for them?
Okay, so what I want to tell the youth is that I know growing up, right, we all wanted to be successful in life, right? Every youth that is coming want to see success. Every youth that is coming want to see some kind of improvement in their life. But the question that we always fail to ask ourselves is that what are we doing ourselves, like then in terms of ourselves, building our social life capacity, right? Because for instance, like I employed one young guy from KTI. He was a plumber, young guy. So I said that because I like to give the young people the opportunity, right? So when I gave him the job, every amount he asked, I pay him. The reason wasn't because I wanted to motivate him so that he's happy doing what he's doing, because he went to KTI to learn plumbing, right? And I wanted to help the young people, right? Even when I was in Ghana, when every project I do, my staff or the people I work are always young. My headmistress was just right from university. Somebody said, well, why don't you employ the old person that have experience, right? But that is not what I believe in. I believe in the youth.
Giving people a chance. Yeah.
Yes, I'm just saying this to make my. So when I brought this young guy in, and then I told him to go get pipes, because we're building underground, right? So almost 9 feet of our building is underground. It's down, is in the soil right now. So before we do that, everyone was saying, no, you can't do that. I said, no, that's fine. So we did it, but we have to put underground pipes under it so that every water that goes around the building will have to be drained to somewhere. So this young guy, I gave the chance to, as a plumber, and I sent him money to go buy pipes. When I sent him money to buy 10 pipes, he went to buy 9, right? And then I asked him to send me photos of the pipes. He couldn't send me. So later he called my supervisor on site that if I called, he should tell me that he bought 10 pipes. And the supervisor said, but you only have 9 here, right? So anyways, honesty, right? There are a lot of people that want to grow as youth. But if we don't, the little truth that we tell, it makes a big difference, right? Because even here, it's not like everybody is an angel, right? Even in Canada, not everybody is an angel. There are always, 1 or 2 spoiled rats. But the youth coming should make honesty and to be part of their integrity, because that will help a lot.
Yeah, this is what I'll say about when it comes to integrity. What I've realized is I have people that I work with myself back home, and when you talk to them, I think when we want to work with them, we have to explain stuff to them. You see, when you look at we were just talking about it this morning. Where in the world do they have like very secure? Security is so tight when it comes to everything.
Yeah,
it's the Western world.
Yes.
Why do you think they have that security so tight?
Exactly.
Yeah, by even them, their intention.
Yes.
They're very intentional about teaching people what is good and what is not good. I think we in us we think you should know.
Yes.
But I don't think it should be that way.
No, it's not.
Yeah, we have to be intentional teaching them that stealing is bad and all that. But we think we should know.
No,
if you're working with somebody and you start talking to them about that,
yes.
And the people I've worked with, when I start talking to them about those things, I see changes.
Oh, of course.
One of the guys, he said, boss, look, before I was doing cut and all that. But now that I stopped doing all those things and being straight, we see some crowd change.
Yes.
See, so I think we should start telling them, and especially when you are back in a place like Ghana.
Yes.
So you don't get credit like Canada or UK or US. So your integrity is your credit.
Yes.
So your credit. So I think when you start
and just to add to what you said, right? Like, no, we can blame them also too much I know somebody will say, why am I saying that? But some of the people that also come down to invest, to do business, right? They intend to take advantage of our people, right? By not paying them right? So it also becomes a problem. Right? So we should also, the people that are coming down there have interest to invest in the country, should also look at how we can improve the people's life, right? By trying to be fair with them, giving them what is due, so that, because like I told you, I believe in quality. So quality means that you spend good money to do what you're doing, and then you'll be able to make good money, right? Because, but yeah, I know the youth are very hardworking, and they need training. You can go to that toy room. Just wait, I'll take you there. You can pour the rest in a bag down, right? So we should train our staff, right? If you employ anybody, give them training, tell them the pros and cons, what they can do, what they cannot do. And those that get caught in the net, you punish them, right? Even if you have to make sure that you take them to jail or something like that. So it deters people from the system. Not always saying that, oh, Ghana for, no, it's not.
Yeah, that is the whole thing I was trying to say. Like, we are fan of, Ghana for, but what I'm saying is when you talk to them and you start talking to them, showing them, if you're intentional about them, telling them, they catch it. Because nobody is teaching that, right? No. Let's say even the government, you get a job, you just go. No orientation about this is, don't steal, don't do this. We have here, they do it here. Why do you think they will do it? And they have very tight security measures.
Yeah, work ethics. Yeah. And we should also advance in what we're doing, like cameras and that kind of stuff should be part of our industrial building, right? You don't sit here and build a business and then expect that all the money that will be coming in the business will go in there. No, even here, if you go to Tim Hortons and stuff, they have cameras that.
Yeah, why do you think they have them?
Exactly. If there were angels there, then why would they even want the cameras there, right? Yeah. Exactly.
All right. So once we bring it to the end, I will leave the floor for you. Tell us whatever you want to tell us. Tell us, the things we want to hear.
So what I want to say, what I want to say is that the building industry in Ghana is really a hot market. I was just doing a research, and it's almost like a 6 billion market right now, right? So
you mean dollars, right?
Sorry,
dollars, right? $6 billion.
Yes, $6 billion. Yes, that is the market right now in Ghana. That's the infrastructure gap that need to be filled, right? The agriculture is also around 10 billion, right? So it means that there's a lot of opportunity down there that people, the diaspora that want to go home and invest, those opportunities are there. We should also try to train our people, give them training so that they understand what is good and what is bad, and not always speak negative of our country. It's really affecting the people down there, right? Because we are always speaking ill of our country, and it's not really good. But like, it's really not good, right? Like, we shouldn't pay attention to the negative naysayers. Yes, it's not the best as we all wish, but I know that, a country, all the rich countries were not built in a day. It took time. It took people's effort to get to where they are. And Nkrumah started. Other people are doing what they can. We cannot put everything on government. The private sectors in US, in Canada are driving the country. So, yes, we can build a country together, as Ghanaians, right? So we wish them all the best as Christmas is coming. Everybody should do their best and stay safe, work hard to help the country.
Thank you so much, George. And I know the next time we'll be talking to you, project is already going on. That's what we're expecting.
I'll send you photos of the ones we are working on, so that our next project, our next talk, you see some of our buildings and the designs and stuff. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. So folks,
opportunity.
You're welcome. So folks, all hands on deck. We can't just leave everything to government. If we want to build our nation, it has to be all hands on deck. And as a matter of fact, even government don't usually, produce work. They give the chance, or they make the environment very conducive for people to be able to create jobs. And that is what we should be yelling for. That's what we should be expecting. No government doing everything for us. Like I said earlier on, this program is where we are helping people to shift their paradigm. Don't wait. The two ways, events or you happening to it yourself. Don't wait. Just happen to it yourself. Listen to a program like this, read books, seminars to be able to shift your paradigm. Until that note, make sure you spend wisely, save intentionally, and be generous. And subscribe to the channel, Patrick Buffy channel, and get a live show on Paradigm Shift every Wednesday. Until that note, talk to you guys later. My name is Patrick Buffy. Bye-bye.